CERN, or the Hadron Collider, it is not for the purpose of discovering the so-called God particle, but rather it is to create a collapse of alternate universes into this one, where the Illuminati have already gained control.
On June 1st, 2016, the Gotthard Tunnel opened. There was a very demonic, satanic opening ceremony with a mix of strange dances, including builder zombies doing strange movements that seemed to mirror those that we saw on the angelic dance in the OA. We also appeared to see what looked like a fallen angel with a grotesque baby head floating about in the sky.
Did you know that the Vatican has an office in CERN? Yes, why would the Vatican have an observatory called Lucifer? Very interesting, yes? Well, I'll explain to you. I also, in my many travels and connections, met a woman who worked for the Pope in the Vatican. This was Ratzinger, Pope. And she said he was a very evil man, very mean and very nasty, and that she was told that Catholicism is for the public, that they themselves in the Vatican do not believe this. That history of the Christ figure was very different than what they have told you, and that they have removed many passages from the Old and New Testament in order to cover up the truth. Tunnels. I knew a nurse who works at CERN near Geneva, and she told me that there are tunnels deep underneath that no one is allowed to go in, but she knows and has been told they go all the way to France, into Italy, under the lake, and no one knows what's under there. But occasionally she will get a patient who has come from this tunnel, one of the tunnels, with injuries that she has never seen before in her life.
We then appear to see the devil wearing large horns, wandering about something I believe represents the earth, or perhaps humans. There is then a procession. It looks like a kind of sacrifice or satanic procession here, almost like a ritual. We then move outside, and there seems to be some half-naked dancers wandering about like zombies once again. I believe this represents humankind.
They are tapping in through those vortices that I mentioned to you earlier by knowing the frequencies of those alternate realities and merging them into this one.
We then see these three buildings thrashing about as if they're in pain. They then stop moving suddenly, as if they have all died. It's a harrowing scene to watch. These three dead builders are then replaced by three ghosts floating about, or perhaps these could be angels. I'm not sure. There is an all-seeing eye, and then suddenly we are met by the devil again. He is surrounded by what I believe are more ghosts or spirits, or maybe even his followers. The devil moves around, almost in a craze. We then see three scarab beetles and a background of the devil, looking really quite frightening. Looking at the viewer, he bows his head and shows his horn to the world. Here we see more symbols of the Illuminati, such as the eye and the devil once again. We will later see some more triangles, which are other symbols of the Illuminati. This procession here looks almost a bit crazy, like the devil was making his followers turn to the dark side. There seems to be another devil over here, watching everyone go on. This is another strange scene. It shows a woman running about. She is chased by another devil, only this one is different. Seems almost like a very feminine devil. And there's another devil to the left. And a third one just appeared. They are all chasing this woman. And the woman is pregnant. And did you notice that the woman was wearing red and carried the Swiss flag? Perhaps the woman is meant to represent Switzerland, giving birth to something new and radical. This scene here is rather the strangest. It shows some massive heads on people just wandering around watching. Perhaps these are meant to be the Illuminati or important people. They are chased by a procession. They all seem to dance around. It seems almost silly, but there's something sinister about it. Here we see the woman that I believe represents Switzerland giving birth to someone or something, and this again is very strange. I don't understand why they would put all this weird symbolism and satanic references in a tunnel opening. Here they are again, showing some sort of sacrifice to the devil. It's very disturbing.
That would equal about 42 or let's just say 45 kilotons of TNT, which is about 4 Hiroshima bombs. Given that this can be weaponized, which is true, there are other implications that the average person has not thought about. Our body is held together by that glue that they're searching for, that bonds. And often, demonic entities and all these other paranormal things are attracted to antimatter. They're attracted to it. For every gram of antimatter that's produced, and then it is brought into this world, when they produce it, it attracts things from another dimension coming here. What is CERN going to do? Is to allow humanity to produce pounds of antimatter. What's happening, that is the unseen portion of dark matter. And of course you have the angels which govern what that realm can and cannot do. It's not it's a shame, and I have to continue to say this, it's a shame that the Christian community cannot believe the Bible when it's talking about things like that, because it's going to cause them to be harmed. What they fail to adopt from the Bible, what they fail to believe, is going to harm them. It's going to harm them. They may not be lost in their spirit, but they're certainly going to have lumps all over the place. It's going to harm them.
One final note. Did you know that the CERN logo shows 666, the devil's number?